Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Library Marketing Show. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com. Today, we are going to answer a viewer question. Before we do that, please hit the subscribe button. You'll get notified every time I send out a video with marketing tips. So here is the viewer question. It comes from Leica, and she is a one-person marketing department. She's working part-time as well. She has been a viewer and a watcher for a while and knows that it is really important to set goals for your library promotions and to measure the results. But she feels kind of lost because her library hasn't given her any goals to work on. She has no idea what their priorities are. So I want to give her some advice and you some advice if you find yourself in a similar situation. My first piece of advice is a little bit obvious, but I have to say it. Ask about the priorities of the library. Sometimes all we have to do is ask our board of trustees or our director what it is they want to accomplish in the next year, 2 years, 5 years, and those can be the focus of our marketing. If you can't get an answer from senior leadership, you can do a little research. Look at your library's website, customer-facing website, usually around like where all the board of trustees stuff is located, and you'll find your library strategic plan. If your library doesn't have a strategic plan, you can also look at the board minutes for your library. Sometimes you can suss out what the priorities are for your library based on what is said at the board meetings. So those are some ways to figure out what the priorities are. However, sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you're just going to not find anything to direct you. So in that instance, what is it that you want to accomplish? If you are in this position, you are likely also working with the public. Marketing is probably not the only thing that you do, and you probably have your pulse, your hand on the pulse of your community and what they want and need. So you can set your own goals if nobody will do them for you. For example, let's say you kind of come to the realization that there are a lot of people trying to start a small business in your community. They're coming out of the pandemic, they've left their job during the Great Resignation, and now they want to go out on their own and start a business. And your library has resources to help small businesses. You can make that a priority. You can do lots of marketing, print and digital, around your small business resources. You can track that marketing to see if it's effective, and you can track how many people interact with your library resources for small businesses and how many of them actually start a small business with the help of your library. You can do all that on your own if nobody will give you goals. You can set your own goals. Then, after a period of time, usually 6 months to a year, put together a report on the things that you worked on of your own initiative. Give those to your director or to your board of trustees, tell them what you've done, and then ask them again for their priorities. Sometimes you just have to show those folks what marketing can do and what a report and what goals in marketing looks like. They may never have interacted with marketing outside of being a consumer and may have no idea what that concept is or how it can be applied to the work of the library. So you just might have to demonstrate it to them by doing the work. So those are my tips, Leica. I hope they help. If you have any advice for Leica, if you've ever found yourself in this situation and you've dealt with it in any way, let us know down in the comments. You can also go to superlibrarymarketing.com and click on the Library Marketing Show tab to ask a question for a future episode or to nominate your own library or another library for Kudos. And Kudos this week goes to, it's hard to see on my screen, but this is a screenshot from a video from the Garland County Public Library. They did a hilarious video for their kickoff for summer reading. Their theme is Oceans of Possibilities. It is just super funny. I love it. I just want to give it to them because it takes guts. And first of all, there's like a lot of choreography that went into this video, so kudos to that. And then also it just kind of takes guts to like be funny and silly in a way that's going to get people to interact and participate in summer reading. So I want to give all of the staff members who participated in this video at Garland County a thumbs up. I thought it was hilarious. I will put a link to the video down below in the show description. Please subscribe to my channel, comment, share this video. I want to thank you for spending time with me again this week, and I'll see you next time.